Hey folks, welcome to this edition of the Tub Pond Handbook, available on Amazon.com. Today we are going to fertilize an aquatic iris. I love my aquatic irises. Take a look at this tub. If you see the earliest videos just a few weeks ago, it was bare, but look how everything has been growing and coming out. This is just a mass of lots of different pond plants that you've probably seen before in earlier videos, but we're going to fertilize an iris today, because the irises for me here in Zone 6, they bloom in June, but then they act as amazing filters for your tub pond, and they add also an architectural structure or a thriller to your tub. So they're really a triple threat, and we're going to pull one out here. We have a couple of blue flags here. This one is called Blue Flag Purple Flame, and you can see already the roots coming out of that pot. By the middle of the season, that's going to be all out of the pot and filtering the water, keeping your algae down. So let's bring it up to the potting bench, and I'll show you how I fertilize it here in May for some flowers in June. So here's our plant here on my potting bench. This is a nice thing to have. This is a pretty sturdy potting tray. You notice it keeps the dirt out and inside the tray. You can fill it with water if you need to keep your aquatic plants in a place for a while that's in the water. The tray's kind of deep. Worth the investment. Gardener Supply Company has these. That's really a quality company for good stuff. You can buy cheap ones, and you get what you pay for. So this is our native iris versicolor. This is a variety called Purple Flame, and you could see why. You could see how the foliage, when it comes up, has this dark purple. And I'm showing you a picture now of what the flower looks like. This is one of these irises that have been sadly outcompeted and all around the United States when our European ancestors brought over a yellow flag iris, which is Iris pseudochorus. So this is a different color variety of our native iris versicolor. I like iris versicolor. Its flowers kind of smell nice, and you get multiple flushes and some variation in the color, which the yellow flag does not have. So I keep a lot of different aquatic irises, so you can see the root system starting to come out. We'll show that later this summer. I do not like to divide my iris during the spring. I want to divide my plant after it flowers. I don't want to shock it. I want to keep the flowers going. But you can see I could easily divide this into multiple plants, and I probably will. This whole section here will probably be cut out, and we'll do that later this summer. And what I have here for fertilizing now, this is called a dibber or dibble. This is an old English garden tool. This is a metal version, which is really good. And it's used for fertilizing water lilies and other things. And you'll notice I'm putting it not right at the rhizome type. I'm putting it somewhere in the middle. I do not want to burn the roots because I'm using this very hot water lily based fertilizer. The water lily fertilizer, you notice the middle number is high, 10, 14, 8. The 14 is your phosphorus or your phosphate. That's what's going to create flowers. So you want your middle number generally to be higher. That's why, and these are designed to not dissolve right away in water. This is a very good brand. Thrive is a Michigan company. They make it in Michigan. And I'm going to drop one in. Notice it goes down in the hole there really deep. Is it down there? You can't even see it. And that's good because you want it in the middle of the pot so it doesn't leach out from the side into the water and create algae, because it is a hot fertilizer. And you want it deep enough. Now, we have to fill that hole. So what I use, these are my various substrates. This is called calcite clay, and it is sold in Tractor Supply as Safety Zorb. And what's neat about this product, I was using kitty litter for years, but kitty litter is messy, it gets sticky. Many of the professional growers has switched to calcite clay. If you're an aquatic plant person and you've used fluorite, you know what this is. This is a very easy product to work with. It stays crumbly and dry, and then when it gets wet, it turns into a soil-based substance. And I will fill that hole with there. Then that does get a little dirty, so I'm going to take a little bit of sand. Everyone has a different method for fertilizing. There's no right way of potting a plant. I know I'm going to get comments. I do it this way, I do it that way. This is the way I've been doing for 25 years. Then I'm going to take some pea gravel. Well, looks like I'm all out of pea gravel. That's okay. I've got a little down here. And I'm going to put some pea gravel on top to keep everything in place. Now, that's been fertilized. It's now in the middle of May or early May. I'll probably give another fertilization of this probably in a couple of weeks as the water things warm up, and we'll get then some nice flowers in June. Then I will stop fertilizing it. I will use this strictly to filter my tub, keep the algae down. This is planted in gravel. This whole thing is planted in pea gravel with a core of some of this calcite clay right in the middle. And that's all I do. If I plant it in soil, it's going to be smelly, it's going to make a mess, and it's going to leach out of the pond. This is a perforated pot. So I'm trying to go for water quality because I'm breeding fish. I want the water quality high, I want the algae down. But I get plenty of flowers this way. So this is a June bloomer, so we're going to put this back in the pond now. Let's go. Now the tubs are not fully set up or aquascaped yet because I'm doing construction at my house. So this tub is not fully aquascaped yet. Everything is still in flux. You can see all the seed shrimp swimming around in there. I got live food coming out the wazoo, freshwater plankton, Cladocera, Diclostrata, and there it is. So, irises are great. We're going to focus on a lot of different aquatic irises this season. If you go to my book, the Tub Pond Handbook, it will show you a whole host of different irises, talk about their requirements, talk about their planting zones, and lots of work on how to plant them. The book's available on Amazon.com. So thank you so much, and see you in the next round. Thanks for coming.